Oh, hey,
Welcome to ToastyBros HQ V2.
V2. So we thank you guys for helping us upgrade our office because without you guys, well, there wouldn't even be an office. So yeah, we have this brand new office, and its office is because now we have 2 rooms, which we'll kind of show you guys in a minute. But I guess we'll start off with the room where a lot of the magic happens, and by magic, I mean this is where we edit and do all the boring stuff that's not, not this stuff right here. Normally we'd be over there recording this, but we're gonna show you guys everything because you guys probably wanna see what this space looks like.
Okay, so this setup right here is actually Jackson's setup. He has this massive desk, which our landlord was really nice to give us all the desks again like we had in the previous office. This is a really big desk that was down here, and we had to do some brain work, some good math to get this thing in the door. But this desk is awesome. It's really big. It houses these 2 32-inch 1440p monitors, one from Pixio, one from BenQ. These things are really awesome. We've done videos of these before in the past. Links to anything we mentioned in this video will be down in the description. There'll be affiliate links, so if you buy that stuff, it helps us out, so yeah. But this is Jackson set up with a Ryzen 5 3600 and a 1070, more than enough power, and also full of blue screens, which is a great time as well. But ignore that, it's having some issues right now. But the setup is great for video editing. He mainly edits in Sony Vegas on this setup. And we have the same peripherals as before. We have our Cooler Master mouse pad, mechanical keyboard, and mouse, all RGB, of course, because RGB just makes everything that much better. And we all use these Fifine mics. Well, besides me, we're actually going to be ordering one for me in the future. But these are really good because when we do our live streams, we're actually able to all be on the live stream with audio, and we have one all running to my centralized PC, which Jackson will talk about over there in a second. And they sound pretty good for the money. Now, also, I got to give a big thanks to Synology. This is their DS918 Plus NAS that they did send over to us a while ago. We've been using that thing for mass storage, and actually, even though it's just using gigabit speed, we've been able to actually edit off this NAS, which makes things a lot easier when you have multiple PCs around here. We have one centralized storage location for all our files to go to. This thing has over 16 terabytes of storage with redundancy built in, so you get about around 10 terabytes of storage of usable space. And it's been really good for being able to edit our files off of and just keep a lot of important files that we want to save locally here in our office.
So now that Matt has talked about my setup, I'm gonna talk about his setup. So what we have here is another LF gaming chair, which I don't even know if we mentioned the first one, but we're all rocking LF gaming chairs. Zach and I have the same exact chair. Matt has as I like to call it, the robot chair because it reminds me of robot. But he has a slightly cheaper variation. The bottom's pretty much the same, the back's more of like a mesh, and still a really nice chair. It's very lightweight and a lot easier to move than our chairs are. But yeah, the setup we have here, we have a 27-inch Biotech curved 1440p monitor that's 144 hertz. We have this 32-inch TCL TV, kind of an odd combo, but really nice monitor stand where they're actually above each other. So it's really nice for whenever he does live streaming and stuff. He'll usually stick his camera right up here, and then he'll have like the chat down here and whatever he's doing on a screen here. So it works out pretty well for him. Of course, as he said, same exact peripherals. It doesn't even look like his RGB mouse mat's on. It's a just mouse mat at this point. But same exact Cooler Master peripherals. He has a Blue Yeti here, soon to be a probably Fifine mic, because Blue Yetis really like to break. We have noticed that over the years. We have this really nice plant here. We have another G7 chilling right here. We have 3 now. So one of them is kind of just for vlogging and stuff. Then we have 2 that can either be one for the live streaming and for, actually recording our videos, and then the actual computer. So here we have the Be Quiet PureBase 600. This is a really quiet case. That's kind of what it's marketed as. That's why it's not super fancy. He just recently upgraded it with an RGB strip, which is up here somewhere, and just going through RGB cycle. We have an RTX 2060 here. Here we have a 10-core 20-thread Xeon with this 16 gigs of DDR4, a 360mm all-in-one liquid cooler, and a power supply of some sort that I don't even remember. But long story short, this PC is really awesome for like editing and really good for streaming and gaming as well because he has tons of cores and a 2060, which works out really well. But yeah, really nice setup. This is kind of like the first setup we actually had in the old office because Zach and I kind of had nothing at first. This was like the one computer we were all sharing, but we all have computers now. On to Zach's.
All right, guys, so prepare yourself for Zach's setup. If you don't know, we have a manager. His name's Zach. He occasionally appears in cameos, like a weird advertisement where he posted this door. But what we have right here is his setup. He's currently rocking a Q300L, which comes with a Ryzen 5 1600 and a 1066 gig. He uses this thing to, well, play games during our live streams and also do some Photoshop work on it when he makes our thumbnails, which if you guys have liked our thumbnails recently, give a big thanks to Zach in the comment section down below, because he has been a key part of making that happen. He has two standard 1080p monitors. We'll probably be looking to get him something better if he starts using this setup a little bit more. And if he does, then we probably upgrade him to some better monitors. But again, it's the same Cooler Master peripheral set, the keyboard, mouse, and the RGB mouse pad. Again, I don't know why mine's not on. It's probably just not plugged in. But yeah, this setup right here, same thing. Very comfy LF gaming chair, same one that Jackson has. And really, this setup is perfect for his needs. He has a webcam if he wants to, and also some beautiful artwork that he decided to do. I gave him a whiteboard and said, create some beautiful artwork, and
he needs to add some more to it. It's been a while.
I think he does. He needs to add some more art. But Zach's setup, pretty simple, and it does the job.
Let us know in the comments what the next thing he should draw is.
Yeah,
he's a great artist.
Yeah.
And here we have the everything corner. So yeah, this is like all of our peripherals, computer parts, really like everything. Besides, we have one closet that we're starting to put some cases in and some old boxes and other stuff we don't really need much. But yeah, so trying to think of where to start. So up here we have some snacks. Down here we have some snacks. Right there we have some snacks.
All we do is eat. We don't make videos.
There's some snacks over there actually in that we didn't talk about. Yeah, we kind of just eat and we don't really actually make videos. But long story short, we're gonna have a nice setup going. You know, we have some dishes over here. We have the fridge so we can actually keep cold stuff here, and then we have a microwave even. And we even have a toaster that we don't use. It's just for decoration, but it's a toaster, so yeah.
It's a toaster.
But yeah, we have some completed builds here and some completed builds here. This is kind of like our completed build section. This is like where we keep them, where we figure out what the heck to do with them, whether it's gonna be to sell them or give them or yeah, something like that, or even reuse them. We oftentimes will reuse builds in other build videos. So we kind of went through and sorted this as mice and speakers apparently. And then we have keyboards here. We have a lot of keyboards that we'll eventually do something with. Here, you guys see this just chilling here. It's an odd spot, right? Well, this is a giveaway card. This is for 100,000 subscribers. We're giving away an RTX 2080. We're also giving away this really nice 3rd gen i5 kind of gaming computer once you upgrade it and everything, which this one has been upgraded. So we're giving away a few really cool things. I mean, we're giving away over $500 worth of stuff once we hit 100K because you guys say that our giveaways and contests suck. So we're gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah, we're trying our best.
So Matt and I recently went through and actually sorted through all this stuff. It actually looks really nice. So we have just basic cleaning stuff, anti-static bags down there. We have cords all nicely sorted in each bin. We have cable extensions and like adapters and stuff in here. This is just like shelves of fans. Like this is literally all fan related. We have CPU coolers up there. We have all-in-one liquid coolers here. We have 120mm coolers here. We have this RGB stuff that we'll eventually figure out what to do, but they're also just fans. Big thanks to Arctic for sending over a bunch of thermal pastes and some thermal pads that we'll eventually use. But we gotta get to those. So here we actually have like kind of the heart of most PCs. We have some CPUs in this bin. We have new CPUs here, which, oh my God, look at all these goodies. We got some Ryzen stuff in there. And we have a lot of RAM over here. This is a Team Group always coming in clutch with all kinds of RAM. We have a little bit of HyperX in there. We have hard drives, SSDs, GPUs. We have old GPUs for other miscellaneous builds, motherboards or MOBOs down there. And then power supplies there that are kind of sketchy, and then we have some mini ITX ones there. We're kind of putting some cases up here. We have this really nice Cut Continuum Mini, which we're going to be doing a build soon with that you guys I think will really like. So that concludes the office area. We might have forgotten a couple things, but you guys kind of see the bulk of it. And we're going to go over to the filming room now.
Hi, this is the filming room. So you might recognize this set right here where I come behind the desk and I stand here.
Do a video.
And talk about a PC build. But first, a word from today's sponsor. But anyways, this is our filming set with our same FlexiSpot up desk, which is really nice for when we want to well, work on something and film it better because we can move things up and down. It's running really slow right now for some reason.
It's tired, it's the morning.
It is early in the morning, but you know. So we're gonna put it back down to its normal height, but this desk is really awesome. The surface is getting kind of scuffed up from all the PC builds we've done on it, but maybe in the future we'll put something else over top of it to give it some new life. We have the same shelf, the same pictures, the same lights from the old office. We have our beautiful arcade cabinet, which is something that took forever to make, so we're definitely gonna leave it right here. And for someone in the comment section who asked if we're ever gonna beat Mario, probably not. But this right here is a cool like filming piece because we made it and it has ToastyBros stuff on it, so it's gonna stay right there.
You need to invite some people to play on it that never get used.
That's true. And I just want to give a shout out to this Fnatic jersey over here. A long time ago, Fnatic sent us a bunch of their peripherals and also gave us a jersey with ToastyBros on it, and that was just kind of cool that we had to put it on our set. Now this is the benchmarking station. Not much else to say about it. It's the same exact table which we're meaning to replace because it's actually getting kind of wobbly right now after an incident trying to move it. But right now we do have an upgraded monitor, which is an Asus 1080p 144Hz monitor, which is actually only using HDMI right now, and unless we get a better HDMI cable, it's only running at 60 Hz, so eventually we'll get that sorted out. Some Corsair peripherals, actually. This is one of their gaming mice that they send over. This is a really awesome mouse and allows us to be better gamers while we benchmark. And then this keyboard right here is a Woz keyboard that was made for us a long time ago with this really old logo that we used for maybe like a month and then never used again. So that's retro basically. And then down below we have some of our essentials like power strip, headphones, benchmarking SSD where we start our games, and then also some power connectors that plug in to this RGB monstrosity right here. This is the LifeX Beam, which we're still trying to figure out how to use properly, but they were nice enough to send over to add a little bit of accent lighting to our set, because you know, adding some RGB lighting is really cool. I can actually do a quick demo real quick of what it does.
Maybe.
There, it turned off, so what I can do is go under the flickering, it looks like it's broken, and then move is kind of the cool one. It kind of has like a little snake effect where it just like moves up and down. But there's a lot of different things you can do. We can change the color and just add some different accent lighting to the space, which is always good to do. And speaking of lighting, we have a lot of softboxes now. We have 3 of them actually, 1 in that corner, 2 over here. I'll go ahead and blind Jackson real quick, but softbox, there you go. These are really great for adding lighting to our videos. We think we've gotten really close to perfecting how we want to do our lighting here, but we're very excited with how we have it set up right now, and it's actually kind of space saving too, being behind all this stuff, which is our lav mics, tripods, lav mics. Speaking of lav mics, these are the Deity Connect lav mics, which big thanks to them, they actually sent over this kit and just told us to make better videos with them. And we were more than happy to do that because if you all were watching some of our recent PC builds, you have noticed a glaring issue we had where our microphones would make like the worst possible noise, and we've had people comment about it. So we reached out to Deity, they were nice enough to hook us up with this kit, and this kit has been so much better in allowing us to do the 2-person audio where you can still hear Jackson loud and clear and me loud and clear no matter where we are in the room. So I could like run all over the place and you could like
go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go to the bathroom, you can still hear me. But yeah, last thing I guess in this space, besides what I'll have Jackson talk about over there, what he put together, is the green screen from Elgato. We use it for thumbnails occasionally, but honestly, it kind of just sits there more than anything.
It's cute.
Maybe we'll do something with it at some point.
It looks professional, that's what's important.
It does look professional. Now, let's talk about that workbench.
So as Matt said, this is the Workbench. If you guys want to see this thing, how it's fully built, go check out the video in the top right, down below corner, yeah. So this is a homemade workbench that has some nice pegboard on it. It has a light that would normally go under a cabinet like at your house. It has all kinds of little cubbies that detach and everything. And we have our really awesome screw holder. For all you DIY PC builders out there, this is a really awesome thing you can do. Start saving all your screws and get a box like this and label it. And yeah, this is free. I mean, we literally paid for nothing because these have just been collected over time. You'd be surprised how many screws you get. And we have our screwdrivers right over here. And then this is one of my favorite parts. We got an air compressor that is not filled up right now, but it's a silent air compressor. So it barely makes any noise at all when it's on. You guys can still hear me talking now. I have wood dust in my eye, so I'm gonna go die now. But yeah, really awesome benchmark slash building station, and we don't have to worry about scuffing up the table when we wanna work on stuff now. So we hope you guys really enjoyed this tour. If you guys would like to buy anything that you saw in the setup, we're gonna like just throw a ton of links down below. Don't forget to use those links if you decide to buy anything you saw in this office, because it does help us. Every little purchase you guys make does help us, and we'll even put this wood on there for you guys, so you guys can just buy everything, you know? And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next one.